Yeah, because Scyther's cool now. Scyther's way better.
Heracross.
I don't know what that is.
Blue Pincer.
Yeah.
Oh, the Beetleborg.
Yeah.
That one. All right. I know
Beetleborg.
the big bad Beetleborg is. He should have an evolution. He's a bug Pokemon. He should for sure have an evolution.
He doesn't. He has a Mega.
He should have a cocoon at some stage in his life.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to episode 55 of Squad Pod. Whether you're new or if you're coming back for the millionth time, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. If you're listening, check out the YouTube channel. We got so much stuff going on all the time. As we were kind of talking about, sports is coming back. So Squad Pod Sports is going to, or not sports is coming back. Football's coming back.
NFL's coming back. Football.
The sport.
The sport.
The sport.
The sport, yeah.
The real American pastime.
Yes.
So yeah, they'll be ramping up. So you definitely don't want to miss out on that. So
Absolutely not. We got a lot of cool stuff playing.
yeah, we always got stuff going on. So yeah, be sure to check all that out. If you're watching, if you want to listen on the go, we got it on Spotify and Apple Music and Google Podcasts and all the things. So and follow the socials; they're all down there. Anyway, you guys want to get into it?
Let's hop into it.
I got a question.
Got a
Evan,
question. Okay.
I know how excited you are for this new Pokemon game.
Okay. It's funny. This was going to be my backup topic, so I'm glad you asked that.
I actually have a leading
Funny
question.
you asked that, Alex.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and talk about the new Pokemon before we do my leading question. That's fine.
Okay.
I didn't even watch the trailer yet. What am I missing here? Is it just
It's
Pokemon again?
Breath of the Wild with Pokemon.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly how I was going to describe it.
So
Well, I hated Breath of the Wild.
No.
so
Okay.
not
Hold
off
up,
to a
hold
You
good
love
start here.
Pokemon.
So
You love
okay.
Pokemon.
Like the plot is this is like I think it's a couple hundred years ago or 100 years ago or something in a region that's kind of still developing. So
Who's got the plot?
Yeah,
This is in the trailer. Or we do research.
they
on this?
already like
All
spelled
right.
out the plot in like the first reveal trailer. But anyway, so you're a trainer pretty much filling out like the first Pokédex, like the first one in this region. And you can choose your starters are either Cyndaquil, Oshawott, and Rowlet, I think.
Cyndaquil.
Cyndaquil.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Cyndaquil,
Come
bro.
on
I
now.
don't even want. You don't got to tell me any of the other ones.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty much just like
Close.
open world. But in the trailer you missed that they actually revealed. So say you come across like a Pokemon, the battle like just starts right there, and it's your typical turn-based battle, but it starts like it's in the open world. Like
But
it
it's
doesn't-
live.
Yeah,
Like you
it
can
doesn't-
run away. Like you can run away on your own power, and like your Pokemon will follow you, and the thing could chase you too and
the
attack
Pokemon
you.
can attack you in this game.
Yeah,
Attack
you can
me,
actually
like
yeah,
as a person.
as
Yeah.
a person. Yeah,
But yeah,
and there's
we
like an
just,
you're-
RPG element to it. It's
goal-
crazy.
it's kind of like the original Pokemon games where you're filling out the Pokédex, but you're actually like discovering these Pokemon. Like you're kind of like the pioneer in this settlement, and you kind of have like your little
You're
home
Lewis and
base,
Clark.
and then
Lewis and Clark.
and you're kind of spreading out, and then
Stealing land from Indians.
Yeah, that's
Is that the plot of it?
That's the plot.
New
New Pokemon game.
Pokemon game.
But yeah, you can fly if you have flying Pokemon. You can actually like ride them, or it's like a glider. It showed kind
Can
of.
I just say I've never in my life thought I would think a Stantler would look cool, and in that
Yeah.
trailer it did. Like they had
And
like
he riding
regional
it
versions
at the end, like towards the end of the trailer. He's riding one.
Yeah, he's
Oh, see,
riding
that'd
a
be cool.
Stantler.
Yeah.
That'd be cool to like
Like
ride
in
the
the
Pokemon.
in Let's
Yeah,
Go,
you can ride the Pokemon. There's like a scene in it where he's riding like a water one while it's battling. Like you can ride it while it's
I
battling.
think that's a Pokemon. That's a new evolution, I believe. I think I didn't look too much into that, but there's a Pokemon that doesn't evolve, and I think that's actually an evolution that's like new for this game.
It looks
So-
wild, man. It's like
Now,
just
The thing
next
people are
generation.
bitching about, and you probably saw me complaining about, is like they're like, "Oh, it looks so bad. Like this isn't like up to today's graphics." But like,
Shut up. They're buying it.
we're gonna get what we're gonna get, man. Like this is a company.
Yeah.
It's made by Game Freak, so like these are the people that have been making like over the top like pixely games, like slowly progressing for
Yeah.
20 plus
When
years
the
now.
fuck?
Like
When has Nintendo ever put out a game that they're like up to snuff? Like that's not Nintendo's
I
forte.
know.
ever. Like in what console generation?
I mean,
and so, like the SNES is maybe the last one that was pushing boundaries. And then after that, they're like, you know what? We got fucking Mario and Pokemon and Link, and like
we
you're
don't
gonna buy the
gotta
games.
do it. Yeah.
Who cares?
I mean, look at the Switch. Like, you can only do so much with the Switch
Yeah.
compared to the PS5 and Xbox Series X.
They
like,
put Crisis on it.
Yeah. At 1080p, we're like the PS5 can run like 8K now. Like we're like way past 1080p, man. Like the 360 was running 1080p, you know.
But it's Crisis.
But it's
really
Crisis.
fucking impressive.
My thing about it, because we haven't seen enough, is
Mm-hmm.
with this new game, my worry is it seems like it's such a huge game, but is it just going to be Pokemon in between? Is there going to be filler stuff? Is there going to be a bunch of side missions other than trainers and stuff? Are they going to like make it like an RPG where you have like certain like tasks or quests you can do?
I'm hoping
than
it's like
just
mystery
collecting
dungeon
Pokemon.
and stuff where there's like there's other stuff. Like, I mean, not the Pokemon aren't going to talk to you and stuff, but like, you
I hope they do.
But like, you know, I think there's gotta be, if you're making an open world game and there's no side quests, like,
it would just feel like it's empty, just Pokemon. I mean, which it is Pokemon. You're just catching them all, I guess. But I feel like you're gonna want
feel
something
like
else.
a normal game. Like it should feel like
exactly.
a 3D version of the handhelds. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's what I would want.
Here's the only thing: if it is just Pokemon, the only thing they could ride their coattails by, you gotta imagine what are they up to? 1,200, 1,100 Pokemon?
Yeah.
Still, that's a lot of variety to see. You know,
well, they're
like
not all going to be in this game.
Sure,
I'd
but
imagine. I mean, they're not even all in Sword and Shield, so people are still salty about that. But
always somebody to complain about something.
Yeah, but why not?
I mean, I get it. Like they do.
I think it's just so much coding, dude.
Well,
just like
they
planning and coding, and
they made the sprites in Gen 6 like future proof. So like they haven't updated the sprites, like other than like the textures. Like they're not like everything, like the base code has been the same. Like Pokemon Go uses the same exact sprites that like X and Y uses, and Sword and Shield still uses, except for the new stuff, obviously.
It's more than that. It's more like
the in-game animations,
and like
you could have them follow you, and then like the encampment where like they're walking around, you could play with them. Like you have to animate all of that for 900 Pokemon,
and planning where to catch these Pokemon. You know, like okay, well Charizards are here, and like just plan, because they can't just like throw it out and be like, all right, they're somewhere on the map. You know, like it's all got to be.
You ever watch a Nuzlocke?
Jeez. Do you ever watch a Nuzlocke?
No, I'm kidding.
I just think it's doable. You know,
I mean? For sure. I think it's definitely doable.
I think this is a step in the right direction. I think that's the biggest thing. I mean, they've never done anything like this before. I mean,
I think it's an interesting. And if it doesn't work, it's just a side game. You go back to the regular old Pokemon RPGs. Which, listen, I like Sword and Shield. It's just the 3D Pokemon, and it was fine with me. It was on my console. I loved it. I played it every day for a while.
And Pearl come out in like November, I think.
Yeah, and I'll buy those too.
People are pissed about that too, because people are pissed about everything. Because
never make everybody happy.
I never really got the chance to play Diamond or Pearl, so I'm looking forward to actually getting it.
They're actually really good. They're actually one of the better storylines in the entire franchise. Cynthia's super hard to beat too. Like as a champion, I think she's the hardest champion by far. You got Garchomp.
So
I know
that leads into
into
my follow question about Evan knowing too much, and I know Vernon is in the same thing. I just started it, and I was just curious if any of you guys done anything like this. So I know Vernon on his emulator on his phone has probably played Pokemon Fire Red 200 times or whatever you've played it.
Yeah,
you know? I'm sure Evan, you've beaten Emerald.
That version.
I'm sure you've beaten Emerald or whatever you play a million times. Have you guys ever like hit into the ROM scene where it's like weird Pokemon games? Like
yeah.
I've never played them personally, but I've watched other people play them.
Yeah, I've seen them on YouTube.
I'm going through a ROM right now, and like I'm having a great time with it. Like a fantastic time. It's called like Mega Power. It's like a story completely focused on like Mewtwo and shit. I'm having a great time with it. I'm like, hey, this is awesome.
Dope.
Yeah, you're
like
to
download that.
You play as like a scientist, and like you're trying to like unlock Mewtwo's power. And I'm not very far in it yet, so I don't know like how it goes. But like this is the second ROM now I've played, and the first one I played was Blazed or something. It was like Pokemon Blazed. and I'm having a good time. I'd be excited if you, Vernie, you said you played some. Which
No, I thought you meant if I've seen them. I've never played any of them myself, but like every time I go to download Fire Red for the 1 millionth time, and I'm on that website, I see all the fucking like the weird ass like Pokemon games, and I'm just
Bird's
like,
I want vanilla Fire Red. Like, where is it at?
Yeah,
I'm a simple man. Just give me my Fire Red.
I thought you'd be excited, Vernon, because I saw one when I was looking up which ROM to download, and one of them is one with like 700 and some Pokemon. Like they put as many as they can squeeze into them.
I've seen some of these ROMs that they run off of like the base like Fire Red or Heart Gold, engine, but they threw in and they remade sprites for all the new Pokemon and the new types and new type and everything.
The one I'm playing is a ROM of Emerald, technically, and it has like Mega Evolutions in it and everything. Like I've already fought like a Mega Charizard and shit. I'm like, damn,
that's
like,
crazy.
Shit.
That means someone actually had to make that. Like, they never made a sprite for Mega Charizard.
I see one on the top 4. It's Emerald, Fire Red, Ruby, and then something called Ultraviolet. Okay, and it's got Mew on the cover of it.
That sounds good, actually.
Cool. It's got Mew on the cover of it. Is that the one you're talking about?
No, mine's called Mega. I think it's called Mega Power.
I see Jupiter version.
Yeah, there's a shit
Sailor
ton
Moon meets
Pokemon. I did specifically mine. I'm a huge Mewtwo fan, and on the cover of it was Mewtwo in like that power armor shit. And I was like, I want that Mewtwo, so that's why I picked it.
I better get this Mewtwo, damn it!
Like I want that Mewtwo.
Play it, man. We'll play it together, Alex. They released that Mewtwo in Pokemon Go, and he is garbage.
A chump.
Absolutely terrible.
He's still my favorite.
They made
him
that was
defensive.
Just such a badass. Mewtwo's not defensive. Mewtwo's supposed to slap people, not
smack him around a bit.
That armor makes him defensive, man.
Whereas Mewtwo, he's got to slap people, like just.
You know what he did in that armor? He murdered people, like a bunch of people.
Do you know what Mewtwo did in the armor? He took it off. That's what he did in the movie. Like he blew it
and
off.
Murdered people, like a ton of.
And he captured Pokemon.
It's fun. Brady just watched that today with the kids. The remake.
It's a great movie. I never watched the remake.
I've seen the remake a ton of times now because of the kids. Same exact thing, but it looks weird.
Yeah.
Is Pikachu crying nearly as heartbreaking? Because it's fucking heartbreaking.
I don't think so.
It's heartbreaking.
I don't think it hits the same, but it's definitely heartbreaking still to this day. You know?
I feel like it's harder to capture, because you can draw it a lot better than you can. I don't know. I just feel like hand-drawn animation is just it's so much more expressive than
that's a whole different subject.
graphics.
But I'm with you. It's hard to capture some things in like 3D animation like that. They look like clay models almost, and there are some great 3D graphics. I mean, Pixar is obviously the shining example of that.
Like, looks great. Like like the battle sequences are what shine. Like they look good because they're new and they're bright and there's like realistic fire.
But as far as like the CGI like that, but Evan, it's like the characters look kind of weird. It throws
Vernon,
me off.
I don't know if you remember this, but I don't remember it happening. Like when Pikachu's trying to like shock Ash back to life and stuff.
Oh, he's stoned.
The last one, he doesn't actually shock him. Like Pikachu just shocks himself. Like I don't know if you remember that in the original one. I know it's like such a minute detail, but I don't think he does that in the remake. And I feel like that's just like a little touch. Like Pikachu's like running out of juice. Like
he couldn't even get it.
And I don't think they did that in the remake. And it's little things like that. Like
you should make a video where you compare the two, Evan. Like this added this, and
I
this
think
took out this.
The other thing I don't remember if they kept it was the Vikings joke, the Minnesota Vikings joke. You don't remember
I remember that. Yeah,
when they're on the ship.
Yeah, they're rowing on the boat, and Jesse and James are pretending to be Vikings. And Brock says something about Vikings, and Ash is like, "No, they're only in Minnesota." It's so stupid.
That's such an Americanized joke, probably.
Totally an American-only joke.
The dad in the audience is like, "I'm a Vikings fan."
This is for adults.
This is gonna be good. Can't wait to watch the rest of this movie. And then walks out just like, I have no idea what happened in that movie.
Walks out of there crying.
Like, but I cried when that little boy died.
I cried.
That little yellow mouse Vikings fan like me.
I can relate.
Yeah, he literally only made a joke about the Vikings. No, he's a Vikings fan. I recognize it. I recognize one of us.
You could always tell.
You can always tell.
Oh, hello.
He's like wearing an Ash Ketchum hat next time he sees it.
When he walks out of the theater, he's wearing a hat. Where'd you get that hat from? I've always been an Ash fan. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that reminds me of that Robot Chicken joke where he's like, get off, the football game's on. And she's like, no, Dad, I want to watch Inuyasha. And he starts watching it with her. And then he turns into like this super huge Inuyasha fan. He's like, let's do this. And she's like, I'm done with Inuyasha, because she's all pissed at him because he like takes it too far. And he's like, good fucking stupid cat boy. And he like sits down and turns the game on. He's like, full gear, like Inuyasha. He sits down and turns the game. It's just like a long ass ploy to get his daughter to go the fuck away.
Good stupid fucking cat boy. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's funny.
But
yeah, Alex, I might give it a shot. I mean, I've been actually trying to watch some things on my lunch break, but there are days where I don't feel like watching stuff. I just gotta. That's my problem with games, man. I'll start them and I can't.
Yeah, man, I'm with you. I'll tell you the truth, because my job's a lot more of a call-y job. I'm well versed enough in my job that I can kind of do, like, I can just let it sit there and do both. You know, like, there, man. Like, where I'm just like, oh yeah, I'll help a customer, put the phone down, play 35 seconds of it, go do my next thing, play 35. You know, so that's what I do with it.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not that.
When RuneScape Mobile came out and I was still playing actively, I would be at the bank and I just have it sitting right there, and I just do. I could do that shit, and then just.
Pokemon's one of those games also because of the pace of it. I literally can turn it off at any point. Where like if I get to a point where I can't play it, you can just hit the button.
Well, I mean, yeah, you could literally just let go of it at any second, and it's not going to do anything. Like
exactly. Where like other games, like you have to be active, or it's going to come kill you or whatever. Like I could just leave Pokemon Go. It's fine.
At least like, well, I guess in the new one, like if you happen to be in like the wild area, I guess something could. But no, but even then it would just pop into the battle screen and then.
Yeah. So I don't know how that works. Like I said, I didn't watch it, but.
No, I mean in Sword and Shield, like if you're in the wild area, things are running around. But even then, it just goes in the battle screen. Yeah, so it doesn't matter.
Oh well, I got to kill something real quick. I'll move on with life. Yeah. I actually got to beat Sword and Shield still. I never did.
I'm still. I got through like 3 badges in one day. I'm kind of like tanking through it. I finally got everyone, I think, fully evolved now. But
nice.
I have a new favorite Pokemon, and Evan, you can probably tell me when this Pokemon became a Pokemon. I think it's called a Litleon. A Litleon?
Litleo?
Yeah, it's dope.
The little fire lion?
Yeah, it is the cutest shit I've ever seen.
Have you seen what it turns into?
Don't spoil it for me. This thing's cute as fuck, dude.
Spoil it for me.
Look it up.
I know what Litleo is.
Do you know what it is?
I think I know which one you're talking about.
Look up a Litleo. It's fucking adorable.
I won't spoil like what it actually is, but its evolution actually splits into like male and female. They look completely different. So,
when I saw the lion, I
know it's the one you're talking
like
about.
a fire mane to it. Like that's just what I'm like. It's a lion with a fire mane, right?
It turns into Pyroar, but there's a female version and a male
mine's male. Mine's you can tell. So
yeah, the female one has like a ponytail almost, but it's like it looks like a lioness, and then Pyroar looks.
That shit is adorable.
It's so fucking cute, right? I saw this book. I was like, "What is that adorable fucking Pokemon right there?" And I scooped him. I was like, "This is my main now. This is who I'm gonna be for the rest of the game."
That is funny because like I would see Litleo and I would just completely pass on it.
Oh, what? Up. He's so fucking cute, dude. I've never played those games, and I know some people do. I don't know like base stats of Pokemon. I don't know where they go. I don't know like if I like and Kyle, our buddy Kyle used to be into it, man. Where like he knew like the base, like like breeding them and stuff. I'd never gotten to all that stuff, and I tell you the truth, I don't want to because I won't enjoy the game. It seems like homework to me. Then I'm just let me evolve my Pokemon and fucking like them, like I don't.
Yeah. I'll use them and be like, oh, I don't like this one.
Exactly.
Swap them out.
That's what happened. Like I struck a medium there. So like when Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire came out, I got really into like the competitive battling, which in that whole aspect,
I get it.
But that is like all math and numbers and stuff. Like I'm not even going to describe it.
But do a math, man.
But I mean, like, you have a certain number of. I don't want to describe it, but like you have to battle like a certain type of Pokemon to get this certain type of like stat boost, and you have to do it like you have like 255 EVs. I'm not gonna explain it, but anyway.
Yeah, I'm bored already.
Anyway, so what I would do is like when I would get into like the tiers and stuff, I would use Pokemon I enjoyed.
You got into tiers over this?
There are tiers, yeah. Like there's like some.
Oh, it's an item.
No, tears.
I took it as you were in tears, like you were crying over
No, like tears is in like S tier, A tier, B tier, but not.
Tears. Got it. Yes. I got it.
Not like they're not called SA, but whatever. But so I would take something like
I feel stupid.
I built like a Sand Slash just because I was like, I want to use a Sand Slash, and he's terrible, but I'm like, I'm gonna make it work. And then you'd lose so much, but then you get that one win with a Sand Slash.
How you gonna beat by a Sand Slash?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and that's what I loved. Like. There was an electrode I used, and it was so annoying, like because people would always lead with like a Garchomp, and it was like it would always die to like an ice move. An electrode could learn one ice move. It was hidden power ice, and I would just make it so it would always outspeed a Garchomp, and then it would just piss people off, and they would just like rage quit right there. I was like, yeah, I win with an electrode.
With an electrode, take that, you little bitch.
But. Yeah, so
no, I never got.
I got into it, but I didn't let it be like, I would use stupid shit because that's what's fun.
I barely know like the evolutions of most Pokemon anymore. Like sometimes when I see like these newer bird Pokemons and shit, I'll look up what they transform into just to be like, am I at all interested in this thing? Because it looks stupid now, but is it going to turn into something cool? Because that's the Corviknight is like
awesome.
The best fucking looking Pokemon in generations, but like I wouldn't have known that from that little one, and I've been like, nah, fuck that. I don't want a bird Pokemon. Give me my Pidgey. Where's my Pidgey at? But Corviknight's dope. So I didn't look up awesome. Litlion or Litleo, whatever the hell his name is, because he was already adorable. So I don't need him to transform into anything. He's fine.
Give him an Everstone. Give him an Everstone. He will never evolve.
I thought you could mash is B.
I mean, you could do that, yeah. But then if you forget, if you're like at work, you finish a battle, and it's like, oh, Litleo's evolving.
No,
Alex like picks up his
adorable Litleo,
old and ugly.
Your little Simba turns into Mufasa real fast.
No, I want him to transform. And I also hate Pokemon only have one transformation. I'm guessing it sounds like he only has one. Pokemon should have 3. It should be a standard. All of them. Every Pokemon should have 3 transformations.
Either none or 2.
No, none is worse.
What?
None is the worst bullshit. Unless they're fucking legendary Pokemon. No nuns. None. That's bullshit, dude.
No nuns. None.
What is the fun of Pokemon without the evolution? That is like the point, you know?
There are some that are cool that are like standalone. Hold on.
Mr. Mime.
No, he has an evolution.
Cool.
Oh, he does?
2 now.
What the fuck?
Mr. Mime has a baby and an evolution.
It's a whole new day.
It's Mr. Rhyme, I think. It's stupid as hell.
Snorlax.
Snorlax has a pre-evolution.
He was dumb before he did. Now he's cool. I'm
So you know what pissed me off? This is a totally unrelated subject. So we got into the kids were watching that new Pokemon Journeys show, and it's pretty much just Ash and this other kid. They go around to all these different regions and shit. But anyway, Ash runs into a Snorlax, and he's like, "This must be a Dynamax Pokemon." And I'm like, "Ash, you have a Snorlax. You have a Snorlax. You own one. You know this isn't a Dynamax. Like, what are they doing to him? Like you know this.
Nothing our generation.
Evans is watching this.
I did. I swear to God.
Bullshit show doesn't even get the canon right.
I'm watching. It's exactly what happened. The kids are watching this, and I see Ash, and he's like, "Wow, this might be a Dynamax," and I'm like, "This dude owns a Snorlax. Like, we watched him.
Stupid ever eternal 10-year-old.
Like, you're not watching this anymore. You turn it on. You're watching some good Pokemon. Actually follows canon.
You're going back.
This is an embarrassment.
It is good though. Kids love it, but yeah.
Evan, give me my evolution that's cool that doesn't have a move. Couldn't even think of one.
No, well, see, a lot of the older ones that I know you would know, they've given evolution. Lapras.
No.
I like Lapras.
No.
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 Lapras is like one of the best Pokemon used through a playthrough too, by the way. And it's cool. You can ride on it. It's a default
I've never
surf
had
Pokemon.
Lapras as a main 5.
Well, you're
Main 6,
lost.
7?
I have.
Get out of here. Get out of here for Gyarados. I need you.
Yeah, I definitely think I have too.
Lapras is like a Heart Gold Soul Silver staple. Ah, gotta have them.
You got me there, I guess. 3 out of 4.
I can't think of another one right now. You put me on the spot. Kangaskhan. Kangaskhan's cool.
All right, I'll give you Kangaskhan.
And Mega Kangaskhan's even better. That doesn't count.
Isn't that baby technically an evolution? Does that baby ever grow up?
No, it turns into another Kangaskhan.
Yeah.
Is there an evolution for Hitmonlee?
No. Technically, yeah, Tyrogue. Yeah.
Or Hitmonchan?
Tyrogue.
Yeah, I think they both have one now.
Well, Tyrogue can turn into Hitmonchan, Hitmonlee, or Hitmontop.
There's another one before all of them can transform. There was another one I'll give you. And Scyther. I'll give you Scyther too.
Nope, Scyther has an evolution.
Yeah, Scyther.
I know he does now, but he didn't.
Okay.
I was a Pokemon. He could be like a
Ditto.
steel.
Ditto's kind of cool.
No, Ditto's not cool.
What? Ditto could be whatever you want it to be. It pretty much just breeds.
Keep telling yourself that. Ditto will never.
Does Tangela have one?
Yeah, Tangrowth.
Yeah, Growlithe. No, or I thought his name was Growlithe or something, and then it just came out of my mouth, Growlithe.
The
big one, the big fat one.
Yeah, Tangrowth.
Okay, yeah.
We can think of one. We can think of a better one that Alex would like.
I named a bunch I like.
A bunch?
I like Scyther. I know he does now, but he didn't then.
I think Stantler's cool now. I thought
Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan. Scyther's way cooler than Pinsir, though, and I'll fucking fight to the grave for that.
Pinsir doesn't have Pinsir. Mega Pinsir's dope.
Yeah, because Scyther's cool now. Scyther's way better.
Heracross.
I don't know what that is.
Blue Pinsir.
Yeah.
Oh, the Beetleborg.
Yeah.
That one. All right. I know the big bad Beetleborg is. He should have an evolution. He's a bug Pokemon. He should for sure have an evolution.
He doesn't. He has a Mega.
He should have a cocoon at some stage in his life.
He is his own cocoon. He evolved it and he kept it.
I don't know, man. Evolutions are the best part of Pokemon. I get it.
It is kind of disappointing when you go through something and it's like, this is all you become? Like,
this is it?
Like, you didn't even peak.
Pathetic.
Yeah, you peaked in high school. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, my God. All right. Well, do you guys have anything you want to bring up before I drop my big question I asked you guys?
No, man. Go for it.
No?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. Well, so just to preface anyone listening or watching, I did ask them this question in advance. Most of them answered, so that way we could get an answer ahead of time that was a little bit more thoughtful. But I was thinking while I was at work, I just wanted to think, like, if you could take any band, artist, singer, songwriter, whatever, any performer, and combine them to make a show that would just, I don't know, your dream concert, your dream show, set list, whatever. And these combinations of bands or artists could be dead, alive, they could be just broken up, hiatus, whatever, So like, what would your dream concert be if you could just take, or what do you think would be a show that would just be awesome? Maybe not your dream concert, but like just a show that you think would just be like, just incredible. Any combination of artists.
Anybody else want to go first? I'll go first if you guys don't want to go.
Not all at once, everyone, please. Don't.
Listen, I got mine as a festival, a 2-night festival here.
Okay.
2 nights.
Wyatt's got a poster made already.
Saturday night, you get an opening act, Billy Joel and Elton John together. They play it. Opening night, and all these artists I'm naming are at their peak.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Like,
are Elton John and Billy Joel playing like Daffy Duck and Donald Duck on 2 separate pianos,
yes,
like going at him?
There, yeah, exactly. They've done it in real life. That's what I'm saying. Like, they've done it a couple years ago. They had a tour like that, whereas like I just want to see that back in their prime. But that's the opening act, and then my boy Bob Dylan in his prime is next on the lineup.
Okay.
Closing act, the Beatles.
The Beatles. I had a feeling that
obviously that's the closing act on every night. The next night, night 2, you open it up with Black Sabbath in their prime.
Okay.
I would love to see Black Sabbath. And then you got Queen. Definitely putting Queen there. And then to close out the night, Led Zeppelin.
So heavy metal night.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I feel like, man, I would definitely go. I would pay whatever the amount to go to that festival.
I go to that show.
Yeah,
what a weird eclectic show, though. Like,
yeah,
between the 2 nights, the first night
of like a nice, like lighthearted night. You got Billy Joel, Bob Dylan, the Beatles, and then you're getting down and dirty the next night.
Those are all the people that spent the night and are grumpy because they've been sleeping on the ground.
Down and dirty. Oh man, do you guys have any others? Because I got a couple.
But I got one. I only have one though.
Okay, what do you got?
I would bring back Tupac and Biggie and do them, but along with that show, I'd probably have Kendrick, and the East Coast is more thing, but I'd probably do somebody like it'd probably have to be like. It'd have to be Jay-Z, but I wanted somebody more new school than that. And I would do East versus West concert, like where they were together, like, cause it's like two really popular West Coast artists and then 2 really popular East Coast artists. But I was looking for something more new school, like Joey Badass, but I don't think he's quite at that pedigree yet. But I would be a rap concert, East versus West, Tupac, Biggie.
That'd be dope.
I feel like that'd be something most people would go to, even if they weren't big fans, just for the experience. Yeah. Like,
I just think it'd be cool. And come on, like I would want it like a fun, loving, like I don't want them actually each other,
but not like
no beef.
Yeah,
I know why or Evan's probably never heard the song, but like the control verse in like Kendrick Lamar, where he's like, fuck all you guys.
Yeah.
Like I love all of you guys, but I'm trying to be the best. That's the kind of like energy I want that concert to be. Like you all great in your own way, but is me.
Yeah. Everybody coming out and doing like their thing. Like, wow, they're the best type shit. Doing their best material.
Why should you listen to East Coast versus West Coast? Why does it even matter? But that's what
I think that's a good idea, honestly. I wouldn't have been surprised if one of you guys said that. So
that is awesome. That is a good idea. I would go.
I would go, and I'm not even like a big fan. I like Kendrick, so.
Kendrick.
What do you got, Vernon?
I was thinking the same thing, like Kendrick and Tupac as one of them, like just those 2 as a show, you know. And when he said that, I started thinking of another one. I was like, oh shit. So I was gonna say Kid Cudi or Juice WRLD and Jimi Hendrix. Like as a duo.
I was struggling. I wanted to put Jimmy in one of these shows that I had here, but I was like, I don't know. But I would love to see Jimmy in concert.
Do like a rap artist that does like some type of like rock elements at some points. You know what I mean? So it flows nicely.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
Okay.
But Tupac and Kenny, that's what I was thinking.
K-Dot.
Wyatt, I kind of got one you might like. Let's just completely wear Dave Grohl down, and let's just do Queens of the Stone Age, Foo Fighters, and Nirvana. Like just
that'd be a good one.
Give him
just have Dave Grohl's playing
Dave Grohl fest.
Yeah,
put Tenacious D in.
You would have to have Foo Fighters first.
Anyway,
Dave Grohl's.
Put Tenacious D.
You'd have to have Foo Fighters first because he's gonna be singing, and then he's just gonna play drums the rest of the damn night.
The rest of the night. You could do like open with Foo Fighters, go into Queens of the Stone Age, and then just end with Nirvana. Like,
damn,
that would be crazy. The Dave
would be
Grohl
cool.
show. That's what it would be.
I was thinking about like a different, like if I was making another concert, like a modern one, I would definitely put Foo Fighters in there somewhere.
Yeah. Another interesting one would be like if like Stone Sour and Slipknot, like just because of Corey Taylor.
Just Corey Taylor.
Yeah, the Corey Taylor show. Yeah. But here's my big.
I actually like both their music a lot. I'd go see that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah,
I think that would be great.
Neither of those bands are like my. I'm sorry, I'm gonna cut you off. No. Neither of those bands are like my favorite, but I do enjoy both of those bands a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So here's my big one. I'm thinking like, so in this one, these artists are all like playing together. Like they might be playing each other's songs and doing whatever. Like this is more of like a big show together. Yeah. So I'm thinking. So I've kind of compared these two a little bit, and it's obviously one of my favorite bands. But My Chemical Romance, Queen, and Trans-Siberian Orchestra. All is like
you're going.
That sounds
I know,
crazy.
doesn't it? Like
that sounds like I need to take some shrooms and just like blast off this shit.
Like
they're gonna be playing some power ballads.
That's what I'm saying. Like imagine We Are the Champions with like Trans-Siberian Orchestra behind it, or I know, like I don't know. I just think it'd be crazy to hear.
Trans-Siberian Orchestra is just like a completely off the wall one.
It is.
Like, I wasn't even thinking about that, but that's a good addition.
I think like I always felt that classical music and like an orchestra music goes so well with rock music, and Trans-Siberian Orchestra is just like one of the biggest. Like if you guys ever heard Ones, like Metallica did with whatever symphony, it was like it's amazing.
I love that Lindsey Sterling girl, and she plays the violin, and like people will sing over it, and like what's the one? She got like a famous song that hit the radio, but like I think that's the same kind of style where there's like a classical music like blended with like more modern music.
I think they just fit. Like I just think it would be awesome to hear like Freddie Mercury sing My Chemical Romance songs, and vice versa. Like hell, they could even sing Christmas songs. Man, that'd be great.
Yeah. I watch them.
But yeah, that was the big one that I'm thinking, like, man, that would be a mega show. Like, I don't even know where it would start and end or whatever. But yeah, and I'd also just like to see Blink-182 and Foo Fighters just together for no reason.
That might happen.
That would be cool.
That'd be great.
Yeah, that might happen.
If it happens,
I just want to see the Foo Fighters in general, man. I'm waiting for them to come around.
Yeah.
As soon as they come around, getting a ticket.
We never got those Green Day tickets. They're not Green. Was it Green Day?
Yeah.
There's Green Day, Weezer, and Fall Out Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was like last week.
Yeah.
They
we kind of missed that one.
I heard it was pretty good too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well.
Man, we got to go to a show if we can.
Yeah.
Delta will be coming.
Hold it out for a while, I guess.
Delta.
Those memes are funny. It's terrible, but those memes are funny. Like,
speaking of like shows, I'm actually going to Monster Mania Con here in September.
Dope.
I'm super hype about it, man.
So what exactly is that? Like,
it's pretty much a huge horror convention.
Okay.
Not a horror convention, but a horror convention.
Not a horror convention?
No, a horror convention.
I've been down with this first one.
But it has like they show a bunch. They actually have screenings of movies all day there, like different horror movies, and they have like different vendors, kind of like a regular convention where you can just buy swag and knickknacks and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then they have like stars from horror movies there. Me and Annette already got like, we're gonna meet Robert Englund, who played Freddy Krueger. We already bought the like photo pass, so we're getting a picture with him. And my boy Tom Atkins from Halloween 3 and like Maniac Cop and Night of the Creeps, dude, he's awesome. So I'm looking forward to that. But like I'm just interested in seeing, just being in like a convention environment, because the last time I was in that was like when me and Alex went to Comic-Con years and years and years ago now.
It's years.
So it's going to be cool to see like all these different like horror fans like dressed up in costumes and shit, as well as like see the stars.
I know ABGN goes to a lot of that stuff. I hope he's there so you can see him.
Yeah, I didn't see him on the website at all, but I mean,
I heard he just goes to them.
Oh, for real?
Like he just goes like as a.
I mean, it's near Philly, so it's close to him.
Where he's located, so
yeah, that'd be cool.
It'd be cool. I'd love seeing ABGN.
Get a little short video for the. Hey, can you promote Waves 5 Media?
You want to
ABGN's dope.
Try to make some connections.
That's the connection. You're gonna make a connection.
Should really just
That's
go set up
fucking
a booth.
Connection, dude.
The vending
set up a Waves 5.
Yeah, I don't. Not yet.
Fuck it, just do it, man. Just sit at the first empty table you find, put up a thing.
Just
print out like a sign.
Print out like a logo and just tape it on.
We have like four horror.
They just have like my laptop sitting there just playing through all our videos.
They come up and ask you like, "What's going on here?" He's like, "Just subscribe."
Subscribe.
What are you selling? Nothing.
No.
Just subscribe.
Just check it out.
You want my picture?
Well, the URL. I'll take a picture with you. I'll sign some shit.
Let me see your phone. I'm gonna subscribe real quick.
Let me see your phone. I'll go right to the page for you.
You like borrow their phone to take a picture. Like, what are you doing? Like, oh, nothing. I'm just going to YouTube, subscribing.
Camera app's not on YouTube. Not a YouTube app. Oh, my bad. That's where the camera was.
But yeah, I'm super excited, man. Joe Bob's going to be there. I know. Christina Ricci's going to be there. I was hoping to get like Christina Ricci's autograph or something. That'd be cool. But yeah, there's a lot
out of all those people you mentioned, I'd go to Joe Bob.
Joe Bob
cracked me up. Robert Englund's cool too.
Yeah, I'm super like. Who knows how long he's going to be doing this shit? Yeah. And Tom Atkins. Tom Atkins is like 85, bro. So I mean, I wanted to like either get like an autograph or meet one of them. Like, who knows how long they're doing it? And plus, he does it with like the original Freddy glove, bro. He takes that shit to conventions. That'd be awesome.
I don't know who I'd want to see at like probably like Tom Savini or something. I'd want to see. So
he wasn't on the list, but that would be awesome.
Is he alive anymore?
Yeah, Tom Savini's around. He actually was like had a health scare because he got in a motorcycle accident a month or two ago, but he's doing good.
Good.
But I don't know if he's doing like much movies or shit anymore. He's just kind of chilling and going to conventions.
I mean, they made their fortune, you know.
Yeah, that's what all these actors do now, pretty much. They just go to conventions, make their shit.
Yeah, they're done.
They make a killing, dude. It's like $30 or something for an autograph and a picture.
Yeah, they charge you separate.
Yeah, for the picture.
Where you can get the copy. Yeah.
When I got that picture with Sean Schimmel and the autograph, dude, yeah, it was like $30. Thankfully, he let me take a picture with Cal and Brittany. I'm surprised they didn't charge me $30 per person.
Bruce Campbell wouldn't let me.
I made sure of that because you could buy we bought the photo tickets online, and then like you can have up to 4 people.
Oh, good.
And so I made sure of that shit too.
Bruce Campbell wouldn't let us take a photo, bastard.
I took one anyway as I was walking away. I was like, Bruce.
I think that's just crazy. Like, you pay $30. I mean, I get it. Like, in a way, I guess. Like, you don't have to pay it. You know, like they're giving you their time. Like, you know, they don't have to be doing this. But like,
my plan is I ordered because me and Annette just watched Maniac Cop recently, and it has Tom Atkins and Bruce Campbell in it. I ordered the Blu-ray of it, so I'm gonna get Tom Atkins to sign it, and then hopefully Bruce Campbell comes around, and I'm gonna get him to sign it.
Yeah, if Bruce Campbell comes around, I will also go to because I would like my other 2 steel books of Evil Dead signed. Get the whole.
See, that's what I need to sign. The steel books.
I have all 3 of them now. I just want to get the trilogy signed.
I definitely want to go see him again because Annette wants to get like her VHS signed and stuff.
Yeah. We waited in line forever for that dude, man.
Just to fucking say hi to him, shake his hand, and have him sign our shit.
Yeah. I waited in line less to see Stan Lee than I did for fucking. But the line was longer, Stan Lee. I was just closer. But
that one didn't seem nearly as long. Maybe because like we were looking at like comics and shit the whole time at Bruce Campbell.
I actually just saw, and I know Stan Lee's dead, but I just saw a video on Facebook where it was like the true person Stan Lee was, and he's going through like. He's like, oh, who did I miss? You know, who else wants signing? Which was like awesome to me because I've told you guys a story before about how like he like stopped the crowd, and I was like, oh, it wasn't just like a one-time event. Like this dude really was like genuinely just wanted to like talk to his fans and stuff like that. Because it was like it looked like he was at Spider-Man or something, like a premiere or something, and he was just signing stuff. And he's just like, oh, who did I miss? You know, like I'll sign it, no problem.
Yeah. So. While I was on that, like the Facebook page for like the Monster Maniac, like they had one last month, or they had one this month. The one I'm going to is next month, but they had one this month, and they had like a Scream reunion where it was like Matthew Lillard and Skeet Ulrich. But apparently they both stayed like an extra 2.5 hours just to chill with fans and like sign extra shit for people.
That's awesome.
Like they just chilled for another 2.5 hours just to hang out with fans and stuff.
If I went to
that,
that's
awesome, man.
I would ask Matthew Lillard Scooby-Doo questions.
I know. I was gonna say like that's
the entire
Scream Man, but you're really good Shaggy.
But like, he was Shaggy.
You signed
for
this
like
meme photo I printed out of you as like the Ultra Supreme Shaggy.
I mean, he really is the modern day Shaggy, like in every way.
I think he even does like the voicing for like some of the cartoons.
Most of the cartoons he does, yeah.
He did voice for Scoob, I think.
Yeah, that was like a big controversy.
Was a big thing, yeah. Like not for him, just everyone else.
Yeah.
I remember
that movie wasn't that good. That's why.
It wasn't good?
It was fine.
I mean, come on. Like, he looks like Shaggy. He sounds like Shaggy. Why wouldn't you just let the man voice Shaggy?
It was it was like a superhero movie, weirdly. Like nobody goes to Scooby-Doo, and I understand Scooby-Doo's like an IP, you can do whatever he wants with it, but like it wasn't a mystery. That's not what it was. It was like it was like a Marvel Avengers movie. It was like just bringing all these people in and get to fight the bad guy from.
Wait,
like it was just like there was no mystery.
How it works?
Yeah, they like
the Scooby-Doo old guy in the audience. This isn't my Scooby-Doo.
That's what I kind of felt like watching it. They're like with the Blue Falcon fighting Dick Dastardly, and like they're like opening portals.
All these kids are like, "Who the hell is Blue Falcon?"
Exactly, and Dick Dastardly. No, like nobody fucking knows these kids.
I barely remember Blue Falcon.
Exactly, dude. I do remember Dick Dastardly because I always thought Muttley was hilarious. Hilarious, but like I don't know, man, and it was fine. Like it had a couple good jokes that landed, but like it just wasn't like the Scooby-Doo I wanted. I wanted a mystery, damn it.
And it was like an origin story too, right?
Yeah, right. Well, it like lightly touched in the origin story, and then it jumps.
They really made it seem like it was a big part of the movie from the trailers.
And they basically shoot up with the Blue Falcon 25 minutes into the movie, and the rest of it's like a buddy cop movie, and they're just like rolling around with this like superhero. The superhero, they dress Scooby up as a superhero, and they're superheroes.
Yeah.
So it's a kids movie. I understand I'm not the audience. You know, they weren't like, "Yo, we need to really market this shit towards the 30-year-old adults watching." It's I get it. It was for Tyler, and Tyler and Freya liked it, and that's all that matters to me. I chuckled a few times. So
yeah, man, I think I might start going to like these different, like at least I'll try to find some other ones, but it seems like the Monster Mania one's like it's not a super small con where it's like they don't really get that many big names. It seems like they have decent amount of big names. Like the one from this month, they had like Danny Trejo and a bunch of different like bigger names like Matthew Lillard and stuff. But like it seems like every lineup, because I've been following the Facebook page for like years now, and I keep seeing like every year around this time they have like 3 conventions for 3 months, and it seems like they have decent big names. Like it's not really repeats.
Yeah, often. They keep going.
So but like the one I think the one from this month, Kane Hodder was there, and he was taking pictures in costume as Jason with people. And like that is awesome.
If you could go to any convention, I don't care what it is, you don't have to name the convention, and see like a panel, what would you pick?
Oh man,
a panel? Oh, like a whole panel?
Yeah, like a panel. Yeah, like a panel. Like you just sat down and conversated with the people, you know, about a certain subject, you know.
That is hard, man.
That is hard. I mean,
that's a very hard one.
Mine would be, and just because I'll talk to you guys while you think about it. Yeah. And I'm just recently rewatching all the movies. I was just texting Vernon about it. I would sit down and talk to like Vin Diesel and shit about the Riddick movies. Like when's the 4th one coming out? I would love to see it, you know. And the other guy who created it, I know Vin Diesel's not the old. I forget the guy's name who created Riddick, but I'd be interested in going to a panel like that.
Yeah, definitely. Damn, that is a hard question.
That's a very hard question. I'm trying to think like movie, TV shows. Like what would
like if you could go back to like if you could make a convention when it came out, like maybe like Return of the Jedi with like the original like Star Wars cast, like all like George Lucas and all the cast up there. You're like interviewing them. If you could do that, go back and do like an old movie like that.
Would you like to see it now though? Like if they I know some of them
got
are dead,
together
obviously.
just to talk about like
Yeah,
why not? Yeah, I would like to hear like stories
from
like
Harrison Ford's old grumpy ass.
Yeah, because I'm sure he'll be like joking around with like Mark Hamill, his old grumpy ass.
Listen, I saw the funniest video. Speaking of that, it was a convention they were at, and you guys have ever heard that story where, and maybe not, I'm just a big Star Wars fan, where like basically they found Harrison Ford and he was like the carpenter on set, and that's how they got him for Han Solo. Like, has anybody ever heard that story?
No. I didn't hear that. No.
So anyway, it's like a thing going around that he was like the carpenter of the building they were doing the casting in, and they just like happened to find him.
Yeah.
Which is proven wrong because he's worked with George Clooney on another, or not George Lucas.
It's funny. It's not like you were like, it looked like you were thinking about that. That's like what you didn't want to say.
Wait a minute. No.
That's okay.
But he's worked on George Lucas in American Graffiti. Like Harrison Ford was in.
Okay. Yeah.
So like, it happened that he was a carpenter, but not like people make it. But anyways, it's funny because it was like when they're older and George is telling this story, and he's going, "Oh yeah, he came up and he really begged me." And Harrison Ford's like, "I would never beg. I didn't beg you." He's like, "That shit." And he was just straight. He's like, "That shit never happened, and you know it." And just like everybody in the audience is just like,
Harrison Ford gives no fucks.
He's so grumpy now, dude. He is like, if they remake Scrooge one more time, Harrison Ford should be fucking Scrooge.
He's just gonna be playing Harrison Ford. I saw a picture from like the set of Indiana Jones, and they have like the fucking mocap dots on his face, like they're gonna de-age his face, dude, for the new Indiana Jones.
Probably looks mad as
he didn't look happy.
They only have it, man.
Just full of the dots.
They
and he's in his full Indiana Jones costume on set, just with dots all over his face.
They're not gonna de-age him. They said, "Hey man, you're supposed to smile in this scene." He's like, "I am."
It's like, all right, we're gonna have to get that smile on that face somehow. We'll just digitally put
the smile on.
This is gonna be like they're gonna de-age his face, but it's gonna be an old ass body doing all these stuff, like walking around with this young face as his old body.
Walking like run from that boulder.
You're gonna tell it's the stunt double doing the stunt.
Harrison Ford's just sitting on a rock, and you can see him in frame, just like,
like, damn it, Harrison, your legs in the frame. He's like, I don't give a fuck.
I'm not moving. Move the camera.
You're lucky I'm even here today.
Oh my god!
I wanted to fly my plane. Damn it.
Yeah, I think, and this is probably the most obvious answer for me, but it's just because I think I like most of the actors and actresses. I think it would just be The Office. Like,
that would be
every actor and actress on that show, man, I would love to have a conversation with. So,
do you listen to the podcast?
I don't. I know they there's two.
Should.
There's two of them.
Oh, yeah. I only really know the Jenna Fisher
the ladies.
Yeah,
ladies.
There's the Office Ladies and Kevin Baumberger has one now. The guy, not Kevin. That's not his real name. Yeah, it is Kevin.
Yeah.
I forgot they use their real names on.
Yeah, you guys ever see his wife?
Yeah, she's a smoke show.
She's smoking hot, dude.
Yeah, you ever seen him play golf?
No.
He's a good golfer.
Is it as smoking hot as his wife?
I don't know. He only shoots like a couple over par.
He's making bank now because apparently he's been like the top grossing like artist on
Yeah.
What is it?
I know exactly what you're talking about. The one
where you can order videos from like celebrities. I forget what it's called.
I know exactly what he is.
But he's been the top like grossing like actor to get like videos requested from. Like he's the one making the most money right now.
People just like send him like $100
all these famous people that are on there, man.
He's like, Kevin.
Apparently that's how big The Office is, man.
Oh, I love The Office.
If I could do that, hell yeah.
I want to fucking, my plan is because like you really just need to like have extra cash if you're gonna fucking, or unless you're doing it for somebody for their birthday to do it. But I want to spend the $70 to get David Hayder to do a fucking voicemail message for me, bro.
Hell yeah.
Like get David Hayder, just be like, this is you missed Wyatt. This is Snake. Sorry, Wyatt missed your call. But call back late. Oh, it's like the beginning. He's like, kept you waiting, huh? Sorry you missed Wyatt. Or something like that'd be awesome. Like David Hayder is on there, and it's just so cool because like every video he's doing a Snake voice. That's what people are requested.
What else has he done?
I mean, he's a writer on a bunch of shit. He has done other voice acting, but like not like Snake, man.
Yeah, Snake's his voice, you know. That's Snake. And I don't even like when they make Keith Sutherland Snake, even though I think he does a good job.
Yeah, he's all right.
Fucking David Hayter.
It's not David Hayter, man. It's not David Hayter. He's the man.
When are they gonna make that Metal Gear Solid movie, man?
I don't know. I mean, fucking dude that was in the new Star Wars is Snake.
Yeah, that was Poe.
Yeah, Poe Dameron. He's in that new Dune movie too.
They should make Keith Sutherland be Big Boss.
Oh, that wouldn't be bad.
I'll take Keith Sutherland.
That wouldn't be bad unless you just age the shit out of Poe, of that dude, just to make because he's like the clone.
I know he's supposed to be a clone, but you can make him look similar, and people get the point. I don't think so.
Who would you make Liquid?
Oh,
that's such a weird question with no context.
Who would you make?
Who would you make Liquid?
Liquid Snake.
I'm trying to think of like somebody that looks good, like with long blonde hair. I don't know, man. I don't know.
If you can get him jacked enough, if you could give him blonde hair, like Tom Hiddleston, maybe with like that, like his accent.
Yeah.
My first thought was like, if you gave, listen, the voice would ruin it, but Matthew McConaughey would be an all right Liquid Snake. But
he would look all right.
He would look great, but the voice wouldn't be good at all. He's like, sorry, ruin your plans, Snake.
Sorry to ruin your plans.
All right, Snake. I'm gonna have to stop you here.
But you're not gonna destroy that Metal Gear.
You're not
be cool if you did.
I worked hard on this thing.
Sure be cool if you didn't, man.
Oh my god, I would just, if the whole movie's just played straight except for Liquid Snake, where he's just chill ass Matthew McConaughey. Make Harrison Ford like Ocelot.
Old ass Ocelot, yeah. That's 2 minutes. Like, here's the thing, and
Gary Oldman would be a good Ocelot too, man.
Oh, yeah, Gary Oldman would be great in anything. Here's the thing, though, for anybody who's making the Solid Snake movie that he's listening, you can't confuse it. Like, don't put all these characters in it, man. Like, I know they want to do fan service, but they're only going to make one movie if they make this too fan service. They have to make it where people can follow it, because like these games, Evan, you don't understand. These games are fucking wild. Like I have played
outrageous.
All 5 of these games. 4 of them at least I've at least beaten 2 or 3 times. Yeah. I beat the 3rd and the first one probably 6 or 7 times. And I still could barely tell you what. Sometimes I still don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm like, what? What is going on?
Like, is it a lack of plot, or is it like just there's just so much going on?
No, it's
too much plot?
It's too much plot. There's just like everything has a fucking explanation, and sometimes those explanations are so goddamn off the wall that you're just like, you have to think. It's like it's a game about a super secret agent spy that's a clone that's fighting fucking vampires and super soldiers and like all kinds of crazy shit, and like you're like, what the fuck is going on here?
Stop the greatest nuclear weapon known to man, which is Metal Gear, which is like a giant mech
robot.
With a rail gun and nuclear, and it's nuclear armed.
Oh,
that's Metal Gear. Yeah, and like there's 3 different snakes. Brother. That's what I'm saying. Solid Snake is the main character, then Liquid Snake is the bad guy. This is just Metal Gear Solid. This is the main one, like the first one. And then Big Boss is like, what is it? Like, there's another one which is Solid as Snake, and then Big Boss is like
where they're cloned
Naked
from.
Snake. Yeah.
That's Big Daddy
Boss.
Clone.
Yeah, and in the whole game, you don't even see Big Boss. They just talk about Big Boss, a dude you haven't even seen. The whole game.
I don't know if you ever see Solidus in the first either, but
no, you don't
exist.
Hear about him.
And Liquid's all the recessive genes, and Solid's all the dominant genes, and Solidus is the perfect clone.
And
like
this is backstory within the main story that's going on. That they have
that
to go out of their way.
Has like 2-hour cutscenes.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's fox dye in their blood, which makes them age faster, and
that slowly kills them, and it like ages them faster. Yeah. Oh my god.
It's wild. Like it's fucking wild, dude.
And especially that's why it's like such a huge game, especially from PS1 standpoint, because it's like it's a 2-disc game where it's like, all right, it has innovative gameplay for that time, but also there's half-hour cutscenes.
So they fit all of that in,
and it's interesting. Like,
and it's interesting, yeah.
As we're making fun of it, and it is super wild, but even understanding like 80% of what's going on, you're still super interested in it. Like, it's still a super good game
because it's badass. It's not just like crazy. Like, there is some like dialogue where it's explained when you're younger, where they're explaining like you got to disarm the nuclear codes, like, and they're going into some backstory you don't really care about. But now it's like, oh my god, this is crazy. And then you get into some ridiculous action scenes where like this is badass.
It was like, badass.
At the end of the game, you're fighting the main boss shirtless on top of Metal Gear while it's on fire.
Yeah, just
fist to fist. Pop, pop, pop. After you're already doing like a 3 like
boss fight.
A 3-part boss fight against Metal Gear itself. You're a little ass person against this huge giant mech running around with a rocket launcher and shit.
And then you drive out of it on a fucking motorcycle, shooting people.
Of course, it's a motorcycle.
You're driving through these tunnels and you're on a machine gun just blasting. Amazing.
Cracking people. It's amazing.
And then
it sounds like Broforce, but with a plot.
No.
The whole other rest of the game, in the bosses and the ending, is like you sneaking around. It's not like action. Like the bosses are amazing in it, but the gameplay, you can go in if you have the ammo, but most of the time you just sneak it.
Listen, and some of the set pieces are gorgeous, man.
Taking people out silently and sneaking around this complex.
The third one, you have to fight your mentor in this like huge field of just like gorgeous flowers, and like there's just this somber music playing as you guys are fighting it, duking it out. Yeah. Like, it's
someone that you like come to know through the whole game, and then you have to fight them at the very end, and it's amazing. It's just in a field of nothing but like white flowers.
Yeah, can't suggest it enough.
Amazing. It's cinematic masterpiece.
Yeah,
and then like at the end of the fight, it like you have your gun to her head, and it like the camera zooms out like way up into the sky where it's like just showing down like a drone kind of.
Yeah,
and it just holds there, and it makes you pull the trigger.
Yeah,
it sits there until you pull the trigger to kill the person.
You got to shoot her.
Yeah,
wow, and you can't get past it.
No,
nope.
It'll sit there and hold on it until you pull the trigger.
That's mean.
It's wild, dude.
And we'll never get another one.
Yeah, probably. I mean, we might get one, but it's not going to be the same.
Hideo Kojima's. You probably remember a few years ago, it was like Konami and Hideo Kojima were having a breakup.
Yeah, that's when like Silent Hills got canceled and shit.
Yeah, PT. You remember PT and that whole thing? Talking to you, Evan.
Who, me? No, I don't know that.
You don't remember PT?
PT.
It was like that scary game that came out.
One of the scariest games that ever came out. It was like just a playable teaser for Silent Hills.
No.
And Norman Reedus was going to be like the main character in it and shit.
How long ago was this?
PS4 life cycle.
Not probably like far. 2015.
Oh, yeah, no.
2016.
No.
But anyways, Hideo Kojima.
Actually paying attention.
Yeah, Hideo Kojima wrote and made all the Metal Gear games, and he was in the process of making that Silent Hills game.
Yeah.
And he had a fight with like Konami. They had a falling out. He ended up cutting a whole third act out of Metal Gear Solid 5.
Yeah.
Like that's why like Metal Gear Solid 5, it was getting 10 out of 10s already. Like it was I don't think it's a 10 out of 10. I think it's a great game, but it's unfish.
Yeah.
Because
I think
there's
it's the
no
weakest
ending.
of the series.
There's no ending to it. Yeah. Like it just kind of ends. They just kind of threw a bullshit ending into it.
But Konami owns Metal Gear, and Kojima's not going back.
He started his own company and everything, and now like they are so fucking petty. When they put the game out, they removed his name from the box art and everything.
Really?
Because every single Metal Gear game, it says Hideo Kojima presents Metal Gear, or presented by Hideo Kojima. They removed his name from everything. Like
then the very next Metal Gear Solid game was a zombie survival game, and it was
it was like Metal Gear Survive, and it was
garbage.
Like a bullshit cash grab, and that's been the last known thing from Metal Gear.
I hope they never put another Metal Gear Solid game out. I don't care. I don't need another one.
I know they won't do it, but let them fucking buy the rights back.
Let them have it.
Let them have it.
I think we've talked about this before. Or I think Hideo Kojima should just make another one. Like, I know it won't be Metal Gear, and he can't do that.
Make
but
something within like the universe or something.
Yeah. Make it just different enough. He can make another spy game. Like he doesn't have to fucking
give them the same characters as a different code name.
Yeah, man. Fuck it. Who cares?
I mean,
like I would.
Yeah, you can do it.
Let them buy the fucking rights or some shit. Buy the license. That way you can continue it. Like
Konami, we're not fucking playing any of your Metal Gear Solid games. Give him back the rights.
I'm surprised another company couldn't buy it and then just work with him. I mean, they would probably not sell it without like a stipulation.
I think because the rumor has it that they're doing a full remake of the original Metal Gear Solid, and I guarantee that's what they're just going to keep doing now. It's just remaking the old ones.
Plus the movie rights. Like it's already it's a fucking cash cow.
I guarantee you, maybe that's what they're doing. They're waiting for the movie, like. because they're in pre-production of the movie. It hasn't started filming yet, but I guarantee you, once around the movie comes out, that's when they'll announce like the remake of the game and everything.
They'll remake them all. Shit
exactly.
Like
that. And that's the cash grab.
I will probably buy the remakes, to be honest with you. But
I probably will too.
I'm not buying
David
any new
Hayder
IPs.
Come back, produce the line.
No new IPs though. I was really before I knew it was garbage. I was not buying Metal Gear Survive. I was like, no, I'm not giving him my
Kojima.
money.
I will buy the already remade versions of his games that he made, technically.
But you're not going to be happy about it.
Yeah,
I'm not going to be happy about it.
I'm gonna buy them, and then I'm gonna send a couple bucks his way, like like mail them to his company.
Sorry. You send him
sorry,
like a card
I want
of
to play these updated versions of your games. I don't want to have to break out PS1 or an emulator just to play Metal Gear.
I want to play these. Sorry, play these masterpieces one more time.
I will not buy a fucking new Metal Gear like IP that comes out from him or anything like
unless they get his either written approval. Or his fucking,
or he's coming back to work on that shit. Yeah, he's attached. Like he comes like the Spider-Man with Marvel, write shit. He comes back as like a writer or like the producer or director of it.
His game company can tackle some stuff. You know?
He signs on just to make the Metal Gear games. That's it, and he has like creative control or some shit.
Yeah.
I mean, you would think like. It would be a win for everyone, you would think, right? Like everyone would win.
Konami would be foolish not to do it.
Here's the thing, though, and
you want to make money, don't you?
To be devil's advocate on especially the Metal Gear Solid 5 thing, Kojima's games are expensive. That shit was bleeding money into that fucking game. And he was just like, no, we have to do more. We have to do more. And Konami, as a publisher who's there to make money, was just like, man. No, and that wasn't the only thing that made them break up. Much more to it. It's a very layered story, but like, I do understand them cutting it off and being like, "Listen, we got to put this game out." You know, like I understand you want to write a whole new third of this game, but we got to get this shit out. We've already dumped money.
They even went out because like it's like I was saying, it was an unfinished game. You can go on YouTube and they have the fucking storyboards that are voice acted for the last part of the game that wasn't made. And they have like what it could have been and how it would have ended type shit, and it leads perfectly right up into like Metal Gear Solid, like the original first one, because it explains like the origin of like Psycho Manus and shit.
They should have just did a DLC, man. That's what they should have did.
They should have
just been like, and you know what, we all got on their shit.
Kojima being like, no, I'm not releasing main story shit as DLC. Like, fuck out of here with that.
They did it for the beginning of the game. What was the first one? Like Proving Grounds or Ground, whatever?
Ground Zeroes. That was like a prelude. It wasn't like you could play 5. You could play 5 without it.
But you had to buy it.
You had to buy it. Yeah.
It was like $15.
Yeah. You had to buy it.
That shit wasn't even like that. Shit was just like a mission. It was like a $15 mission.
Yeah.
It was just showing off the engine.
Yeah, but it wasn't like it was necessary to play 5.
I understand. Yeah.
Whereas if you made this, like, if you want to see the ending to this story, you have to buy this DLC type of shit.
Yeah, I get it.
I know what you mean though. I totally understand like Konami's side where they're like, man, we put millions of dollars into this game and you want to finish it like this. It'd be better for DLC or something, or make a part 2 eventually.
Just do a part 2.
And he's like, no. I'm fucking Kojima. You saw what I did with my other games.
I want this game to be 345 hours long.
You can't do this to me. You know who I am.
And listen, Konami is like, it's not like they're bankrupt or anything. I mean, I
feel like Kojima's like the Kanye of the video game world, where he's like, I'm not releasing it until it's fully ready, and I'm gonna put everything I can into this damn project. You're not gonna get it. It keeps getting delayed.
Maybe, man. I would love to. Why we should do a video on Snatcher. I heard that has Metal Gear Solid roots in it. That's just like Snatcher. It's like one of his first games.
I don't think I've heard of that one.
Yeah, look up. It's like a Sega CD game. It's like a point and click adventure, basically. It was one of Hideo Kojima, but it's like, I don't think it's technically in the Metal Gear Solid universe, but like Metal Gears are in it, and like a bunch of similar characters are in it.
Man, I tried playing Death Stranding and I just couldn't get into it, man.
I'm even looking at it, I wasn't that into it. And I was like, eh.
The story, I mean, it's beyond weird for Kojima. And I mean, just the gameplay, I knew what it was going into it, and I like even playing it, I was just, this is just backpacking. You just delivery escort missions, like delivery missions, just walking simulator. There is some combat elements to it, which keeps it somewhat fresh, but man, I need more to it.
I don't like, and a lot of games are doing that lately. Like they're just walking simulators. I'm like, I don't want to just walk around.
I can do that in real life.
Speaking of video games, they dropped like the new Call of Duty Vanguard trailer, and I'm just not interested one bit into it, man.
I wasn't interested in Cold War or whatever just came out.
Yeah, I wasn't interested in that one either.
I didn't buy that one either. The only way I'm gonna buy it is if you guys buy it. Like if you guys buy it, we're gonna play multiplayer.
I'm down for the new Battlefield, but like I am just not interested in this new Call of Duty.
Battlefield is just better. I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's better as a multiplayer experience.
If you guys weren't gonna buy the new Battlefield, I wouldn't buy that either.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't either.
I wouldn't buy it if it wasn't a game that like we could all play together. Like,
exactly. Yeah, like, I'm not interested to play it alone.
I won't.
I mean, I probably play the campaign because I own it because of you guys, but like that's the only reason why.
Yeah.
I agree. I mean, I probably won't play the campaign either. But
he's like, I won't play it at all.
I gotta play so much.
I think you would like that Skyward Sword remake, Alex, the Zelda one. It's definitely more linear. It's way more linear.
Like
it's not like open world really or anything. It's very linear. The only thing I don't like about it is the fucking combat. You have to use the right analog stick to like swing your sword
and just click it off and then use the thing.
I can, but I usually play handheld.
I know,
so it's like it's hard. But like I was playing like the first boss fight in it, and like I was getting my ass kicked just because like if you don't do it right, it doesn't fucking fully swing.
Yeah, it doesn't get through them.
Yeah, it doesn't get through an attack, and you already gotta like time it perfectly to hit them, you know. So it took me a minute to get the hang of it, but like I got the hang of it, but it's just annoying the combat because the original one was made for Wii, where you're supposed to use the Wiimote.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta play the Link's Awakening one first, like the Chibi remake.
That one's so good, dude. I really enjoyed that one.
I gotta do that. I'm gonna give another chance since you liked it.
Yeah, I mean, I totally understand I don't think it's a masterpiece by any means. I still don't see the hype behind it. But like, it was a game that I didn't mind running through and finishing.
You guys should look up, and I just discovered this game today. I think it's been out for a while, but there's this game called Void Bastard. I'm gonna get it for the Switch.
Void Bastard.
Void Bastard. I never heard of it either, but apparently it's done by the people who did the original System Shock and BioShock games, but they went and did their own thing, and they came out with this game called Void Bastard, and like, look it up sometime, man. The art style in it is fantastic. Like, I'm like, this looks awesome. So that's gonna be my next Switch game, I think, because I'm trying to get into that Ace Attorney game, dude, and like,
I need to get back into that because I still haven't finished the first one. I got pretty far into it.
I'm
got past case 3. I'm on case like 4 or something.
I only got past the first like courtroom scene. I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah, it's kind of you have to be in the mood to play it.
Yeah, it's a visual novel, which I'm not against, but like,
you're not really doing anything. Ton of shit. Yeah,
just chilling, just reading a story. I wish it was if it was voice acted, I'd like it.
You do have to find like clues and the evidence and shit.
Yeah, and you have to kind of pay attention to people's like fuck ups, and I like all that.
Yeah,
like, that I like.
I like getting to the courtroom where you're trying to like catch someone in a lie type shit.
Yeah. It's like, wait, what is it? I like all that, but if it was voice acted, I'd like it a little more.
Yeah, same.
I wish they would have, especially in a remaster. I wish they would have like did a little voice acting for it or something, you know.
Yeah,
but
the last thing that I wanted to talk about. Did you see anything on this Abandoned game?
No.
Abandoned. No. What's that about?
Dude, there's been so much controversy around this goddamn game, bro. This game is called Abandoned, and it's supposed to be like specifically for PS5.
Okay.
And this shit was announced maybe like a year or so ago with like this like little 1.5-minute trailer of like this woman talking, and all it is just a first person view of walking through like a photorealistic woods in the winter. And then like it cuts to like at night. And then he's like walking. There's no enemies or anything. It's just someone walking through this woods. It looks like very eerie.
What was
and then
Alex
like
just saying? A walking simulator?
Yeah, kind of, yeah. But it's kind of like a reveal trailer, and then it cuts to like the very end of the trailer. He's like carrying a gun through the woods. Like there's actually like it makes it look like a survival horror game.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's ever since that was announced, and they've been putting teasers up. Everybody's convinced this is a Hideo Kojima game. Everybody is convinced that this is secretly like Silent Hill or something, and it has been just a nonstop mess because like the studio are just like, we're not affiliated with Kojima. We're our own thing. It's like Blue Box Studios. Yeah. And then like they release a cryptic picture. And it has like it says abandoned, and it's like a blurred person in the background with an eye patch. And it's like, that's fucking Big Boss. And then they're like, no, we're not Kojima. We're not affiliated with Kojima. This is not Silent Hills. And everybody thinks like there's these blurred letters that says like, welcome to Silent Hill. And they're like, this is a fucking secret Silent Hill game or something by Kojima. And they came out with this app on the PS5. They're like, this is going to be a virtual experience. This is where you're going to view the trailer. This is where you're going to really get the first taste of the game. They released the app, no trailer. You get on and it's like, come back later. And then they're like, oh, sorry, there's been some things with this. Like, we'll have it up. We're working on some bugs or whatever. And then they post like a video on Twitter of like this little 4-second thing of like somebody walking. It's like a dark house. It looks very eerie with like a shadowy figure walking by. And that's all you get. And then like, all right, we're going to have the virtual thing released on the app on PS5 here soon. And then they release it. And it's the same 4-second teaser they put on Twitter. And as of right now, people are pissed. People are like, these are like, they don't even have a fucking game. Like, these people are scammers. Like, they're calling them scammers. Like, they're fucking, people already had enough with this game already. And it's not even fully like revealed as of right now.
Can you pre-order it right now or anything?
No, okay. There's no pre-order or anything for it as of right now.
Then chill out, people.
But the developers keep like coming on Twitter and saying like, because whenever you go onto the app now, it's like that teaser, and then there's like 8 different blocks of like where videos are supposed to be, and it's like coming soon, and it has a name for each one, and it's like. They're like, we're coming out with like a couple days ago. They're like, we're coming out with another like full length like reveal trailer very soon, such and such, and there's still nothing. And then there's been a couple rumors of like some magazine editors and like press people that actually talked with the studio and actually have seen the game and have like a breakdown of the synopsis. And they're officially saying that it's like it's not in any way connected to Silent Hill. It's not a Metal Gear game, and it's not even really a horror game. They're saying at this point, and it's like, well, what the fuck is it? Because everything you've shown so far makes it to seem like it's a horror game, and it's very. The people that are saying it's connected to Kojima, they got a point from the evidence that they're revealing. And so it's like, what is this game? And they still haven't revealed anything. It's all a mess, and the game is just an enigma right now.
And nobody knows what the fuck this is.
Yeah, because there's no official like gameplay from it other than like the little 1.5-minute trailer is just walking around in the snowy woods, and there's nothing other than that. And they're like, it's been in production for how long now, and there's nothing.
I feel like it would be. I don't know. This sounds like a clever marketing campaign.
I feel like it started out like it was clever, and now it's just a bungled mess because they're having all
because they don't actually have any substance
anymore.
Yeah, there's no substance. They messed up the whole experience on the PS5 app.
But I don't know. I feel like that could be part of it because people are pissed and they're talking about it. Like
it is definitely getting like talked about and different. Well, like Game Informer, IGN are talking about it. Like it's definitely getting talk, but it's not good talk. Like people are ripping this company and this game apart because the history of this company has been nothing but like canceled games. Like they've announced games and then they've been canceled. Like it's all talk with this company as of right now. So like people are just like using their past history as like, this is just like what you guys normally do. You're scammers. because like they've had a game before where they were taking pre-orders for it. Okay. And then it gets canceled and shit. So they're like, you guys are just fucking scammers trying to get money from people. And like they're trying to insist like, no, we have a product. Like we want to reveal this to you. It's just like there's bugs happening that are like they're throwing all the excuses out there right now. Where it's like, unlike I know how it ended with CD Projekt Red, but at least during the development process, we're like, okay, this is where we're at. This is what we're delaying it. There's like nothing but secrecy with this game.
See, I was on board with the marketing until you said they had a history of doing this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's when I started looking into like, there's videos about it now.
Because even the bad publicity.
Where now there's people making videos on YouTube about like this game specifically, like what the fuck's going on?
Yeah. Like I mean, even if it was that bad, like they could. What if it was related to this Silent Hill game, and they could just like drop this bombshell, and people be like, "Oh, we were right all along.
We were right all along."
But
but now it's just it's turning out like when it actually does release, it's just going to be a fucking flop if it does release,
especially if it's not actually related at
exactly all. If it's not a good game, or like what is this, or if it gets canceled again, who knows? But like I don't know. I just thought it was a very interesting like little bit of gaming news. It's I've been trying to keep up with it, seeing if there's any developments. I have the app downloaded on my PS5 just in case, like if there is something. But like I don't know, man. I was kind of fully expecting it to be some kind of horror game, and it's turning out like it's not like that, and I'm a little bummed.
Now it's kind of not anything.
Now it's not like anything. Who knows what the hell it is? Nobody knows.
Oh my god!
But that's the last bit of thing I have. I'm gonna save another story for next week. So tune in for that. It's about a canceled The Crow movie.
Oh.
I know what you're going to say, but I would be excited.
I don't,
for that.
But okay.
I'm excited for it, but we'll talk about that a little bit next week.
Okay. Because
I mean, we're getting run a little long now, so
yeah, we're at a pretty good spot right now. If you guys are ready to wrap it all up,
I think Vernon is.
Vernon wrapped it up about an hour ago.
Yeah, he's done.
He's been gone.
He's done so.
All right, guys. Yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Hopefully you enjoyed. Stay tuned for the next one. Wyatt, I guess, already has something ready to go. So
yeah, we'll talk about the canceled Crow sequel. That was supposed to be the return to the Crow series from direct to VHS hell back in the day at the time. So we'll talk about that next week a little bit.
Sounds good. All right. Well, like I said, thanks for watching, everyone. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe. If you're listening, obviously go check out the YouTube channel and just
check out all the content, man.
Yeah, got so much content. But yeah, follow Facebook, TikTok. What else we got? Twitter. Everything. We got it all. Just follow everything. But yeah, thanks for watching. Later.
Yep. See you next week.